The mindset that's going to support you right now is sing your own song. Okay, what does that mean? That only your voice, only your true expression is going to get you what you need in this current season of life. And it's got to be true to your specific essence, because only you can say this or express this in your unique, very beautiful way. Hello, welcome to or welcome back to Soul Whispers with Michelle. I'm so happy to have you here with me. This is a soul-led message, so if this doesn't resonate deep within, please leave it behind for the souls that it's meant to find. May love hold you, may truth guide you, and may you be released from whatever is not yours. And so it is. If that whisper was enough, please remember to hit the like button on the way out. And I thank you for stopping by. If you'd like to dig a little bit deeper into this soul message and see where we're headed here, follow along. All right, so right now you are currently in the season of, what is that? Porcupine spirit, time for beginner mind. Interesting. That is interesting because it almost feels opposite, right? Because it's like you need to sing your own song right now. It obviously that's the mindset that you need to have, and it is beneficial to you. The interesting part of that, though, is typically I feel like when I'm beginning something new, I want to see, oh, okay, I think this is what we're getting at. If I have a beginner mind, I want to look at a variety of things. And what I mean by this is like, okay, how do all these people do it? And what do I resonate with? Like, what do I like? And taking kind of bits and pieces of everything to create your unique voice or song. Now, literally could be music, okay, but it doesn't have to be. It's just that particular card. And we think that's actually particularly the flute. So I would say, if there is someone here who's been thinking about, making songs or creating their own music, who is an artist who happens to play the flute, this is a synchronicity. It's too much of a synchronicity for this to not resonate in some way, shape, or form. Maybe not the whole message, but part of it. Okay, I digress. But let's get back to it. So that's what I was saying is that this is a season where you're obviously learning something new because it's a beginner mind. So you need to be a little bit more open, a little bit more malleable to things, and to really kind of take a lot of different things in and experiment with it. When we're beginning, it's like, how does that feel? Do I like that coming out of me? It's like I feel like you have to experiment a little bit for you to sing your own song, for you to understand what music do I like, what notes do I like to hit. That it's like learning more about yourself. Okay, let's see what you're moving away from. Oh, dolphin spirit. I say that I love dolphin. I love a lot of things. Anyway, dolphin spirit, this and that are true. Why would you're moving away from this and that are true? This doesn't feel like you're moving away from it. It feels more like a confirmation of what I just said, that if you're looking for the beginner, mindset, that this and that, so both of these people having a great voice or having great music is true. Like, this person is really good and this person is really good. So both of them are really good. Find this interesting. Moving away from this and that are true. Let's see why. What are you moving towards? Let's see. Koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. That would tell me you're moving more towards your soul's path. Oh, okay. So dolphins can be, they're obviously very playful and they can be very immature. And I feel like you're moving away from this immaturity. You're moving away from, it's not necessarily that you're not going to have humor or have playfulness in whatever you do, but it seems more like you're moving to a more mature approach to this, or like, I know it's like playing music at a bar and then deciding what? All right, let's keep going. I'm hoping eventually this all clicks. If this is making sense to you, I am so happy. It is. Sometimes I will say, so if you've been here long enough, I'm sure you've heard me mention this before. Sometimes these messages, even though I'm delivering them as they're supposed to be delivered, or I'm delivering these messages to bring clarity to the soul it's meant to find. Sometimes I'm not very clear. I'm just literally delivering the message, and it makes sense for the soul that it's meant to find, and it may not make sense for me. I don't know why you would be moving away from that dolphin spirit just yet. But I can see you're moving towards more of your soul's path. And in this season, you are meant to experience, and we have aloe spirit. You see clearly now. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. I feel, okay. Oh, for Pete's sake. I totally got, okay, all right. Got the clarity. Thanks for sticking around. I almost wanted to stop that video. Okay. The this and that are true is like this kind of like frenzied mental energy of like you don't know which way to go. Like, oh, I can see how this is true. I can see how that is true. I can see how this is true. Da, da, da. So I feel like you're moving away from this frenzied mental, and even I suppose in a way spiritual energy too, what to believe in, so to speak. And in this current season, you are meant to see clearly. And I think this is why you're also meant to sing your own voice, where you're like, this and that are true, this is true, this is true. It's really getting into kind of what we talked about earlier, but it's confirming it a bit more for me, is really solidifying this, taking bits and pieces from everything for you to have your own unique voice and to get very clear on what that is. Wow, that took so much to get to this. Characteristic you're meant to embody at this moment. Nightingale spirit, love is all around. Another thing with music here, so I do feel like it's expression. I really feel like this is another confirmation that it's really important for people to hear you. Again, I don't know if you play an instrument, and it could be various people. Remember, this is a collective soul reading, so there could be many souls here with the same energetic season, but different type of circumstances, if that makes sense. Like the overall energy follows, but your details are a little bit different. But what it does feel like, again, and that's where I bring up the music. So whatever it is, but at the minimum, it's allowing your voice to really embody that your voice is something that needs to get heard in its unique way. it's not just that it needs to get heard. There's something about it your song bringing peace. Okay, like bringing peace and kind of love and stability. So whether that is your actual music or your expression, that seems to be the message coming through here from your soul. All right, then we have, if you go with the change, you will experience, we have rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle. So I feel, again, it's like, I think this is to allowing yourself to change in the moments. If something resonates more strongly, that you can detach from something. And I feel like in part that's what being able to overcome any obstacle is. Let's see, if you resist this change, you will experience skunk spirit. Know your worth. Kind of gives me like, it's going to be a little bit stinky and you're going to have to run in a loop of worthiness. If you don't move into this, I can take bits and pieces of multiple characteristics to form my soul or my expression. And if you don't allow yourself to do it, it feels like it's going to be stinky. Like, you're going to feel like something is off. And it's not that you won't get, again, to your end destination. It's just, how many loops are you going to go through before you listen to the soul whisper? What do we have here? It would be helpful for you to, we have badger spirit, be fearless and bold. Honey badger, don't give a bleep. That's like the attitude you have to have. Like, I don't care if you don't like me because I like me. And it's funny because like there are going to be people out there that resonate with that love that about you. So go with it. Have your expression. Okay, and then we already talked about the mindset that will support you, which is sing your own song. Sing your own song. And then lastly, what will you experience when you are on the right track? Ooh, frog spirit. Right away, like when I turned this card over, I saw the frog like taking this leap. So I feel like you're going to experience a really big leap in progress when you're on the right track. So when I feel like when you start combining all these different personality characteristics if it is music, it may be that you're creating like a new genre of music, or that you're not going to be stuck to one particular genre because you're somebody who likes to play it all. And there are going to be people out there, even like myself, to be honest, like I like a bunch of different types of music. So if I can listen to one album by one artist that has, we'll say, kind of almost like a Motown sound to it, because I love like those types of oldies. I like rock and roll. There's some country that I like pop music. So it's like, if you can hit all those different genres, why wouldn't you do that? I know people like to have a niche, but can't the niche be the eclecticness of your song? So whether, again, like I say, that is music, or it doesn't even have to be music or your own expression. It could be something that you're doing in a business standpoint. Looking at the way everybody else is doing the same thing you're doing, and it's the same energy. So I'm saying this one soul whisper can support so many different souls, because you fill in the blank of where this particular energy is in your life, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Your soul will resonate with this. That's why you'll know if it's yours or not. Because if it doesn't resonate, it's not yours, and that's all. Okay, so yeah, profound leaps in progression when you're on the right track. This is how you'll know you're on the right track. More so, I don't want to say you'll know your, I think I'm going to end up changing that particular position, the language of it, because the more I do these readings, it's not really that you're on the right track. I suppose that can be it. Um, but it's more that you're entering then the next phase, because it's like until you get this energy down, you can't move into the next season of your soul journey. And so that's how you'll know you're moving into the next season of your soul journey, is when you start really seeing these leaps and bounds in progression. And I think there's a more of a clarity of who you are, and not so much of a this and that and this and that and all of this, because you are all of it. You are none of it, and you are all of it at the same time. I know, it's weird. All right. If this whisper supported you and you would like to support me back, my Venmo and PayPal are located in the description. If you would like to support me in a free way, liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel will do that. Until the next whisper, my friends.